Hey guys, Skylar here coming at you from the green corner. I just tried a live stream start a second ago and it wasn't showing any sound, so now I'm retrying it to see if we can get sound on this one. No? What the fuck? Okay. Any sound on it? It's good now? Alright. Sorry about that, guys. I appreciate you guys letting me know that there was no sound on the first one. We did find a male this morning, so we're going to be doing a hunt through the pheno or the greenhouse. We've got multiple different phenos in here. It was a sour diesel that was the male. Unfortunately, I don't have the room right now to do any genetics projects, so I did just have to get it out of here. There's a short on the channel if you guys want to see how to get a male plant safely out of your greenhouse without rupturing those pollen sacs and spreading that pollen to your females. So check out the channel if you want to see that. I've got my brother Logan here. I've known him for almost 20 years now. We went to high school together and shit. He's running from the smoke from the fires. The Uray fire and shit's going on over by him. So he's over in town and wanted to stop by and hang out, give us a hand. We've got a transplant today. We've got to water today. I've got to go through and check for males today. So we've got a ton of stuff to do. And he's going to help us get that done. So I appreciate the help.
Of course, brother.
Hell yeah. And we are first going to get the flower mix done so we can get our flowering plants watered. It's been hot here lately, so it's the plants are transpiring a lot quicker than normal. Let's see. Since we are doing the flowering plants, we're actually going to use the Cali Magic. We want to keep our NPK ratios right where they need to be in flowers, so we're not triggering any hermaphrodism or anything like that. Make sure we get our gloves on. All right, let's see here. First, we're going to do 50 milliliters of the Cali Magic. Sorry, the intro wasn't as good on this one. I wasted the good intro on the fucking stream that had no sound. So, it was a lot more in-depth as far as what we're going to cover, but I think it's probably all right. I may be able to go into YouTube and cut them together later or something, but we'll see what happens. All right, let's head over here. We've got our, well, it's almost 10 gallons. I'm going to throw a little bit extra in there. Oh. Can you hold this, brother? All right. We're just going to get 10 gallons poured in here. Probably about a gallon short, so we will add an extra gallon before we water. I think we've got, what, 9 plants over here? 2, 4, oh no, we only have 8 over here, so 10 gallons should be plenty. Just a second here. Hello, beautiful. Look at that, I got all kinds of stuff in
That's guy.
Wow, you're brave.
What?
Wearing pants like this.
Oh yeah.
He always wears pants.
I always wear pants. It's my line of work. I ain't wearing shorts out there in the construction field.
I don't know. Thank you, baby. Thank you for letting me know you got the kids. I was just in there too.
I'm probably just gonna. Are you guys doing dinner with us? Or are you
I
guys?
mean, we can do dinner. I don't
It's
care.
up to you guys, because
We got enough shit.
Yeah.
I knew you guys were gonna be in town. So.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cook chicken. I think we're just going to the microwave with family.
You do what you gotta do.
Fried bucket chicken.
Fried
Yeah.
chicken inside.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
done.
I'm done. I love you too. All right. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. My wife stopped by real quick. She's picking up the kids. Anyways, CalMag 50 milliliters in the bucket. We're going to use the bucket to rinse out our graduated cylinder, make sure that nothing is precipitating in the bucket. That's where it turns into a sludge, and the undiluted nutrients react and it turns into a sludge and ends up at the bottom of your fucking bucket. So we don't want that, and we don't want that in the graduated cylinder either. Back over here, the buckets so we ain't tripping. Normally I just mix it over here, but I'm gonna get that one mixed and then you can do that one. All right, we got the CalMag in there. Next, we're gonna do our Flora Micro. Again, 50 milliliters. And that's 5 milliliters per gallon. So for us, it's 50 milliliters because we are mixing 10 gallons. All right, I'll mix that one, brother. I will grab our mixer this time, though, so we don't have to use the fucking... Oh. All right. Woo. All right, got a bunch of shit in the bottom there, apparently, but that'll be all right. Go ahead and mix, or rinse it out. Yeah, dunk that bitch. There you go. Do that 3 times. 1, 2, yeah. 3, perfect. We get it all rinsed out, and then we stir. Yeah. Get that going. Then we are going to get our our Flora Grow. Shoo. Sorry guys, we're a little cramped in here. It's getting a little hot. A story of working in a greenhouse. Yeah. Oh. All right, next we're gonna go with the Grow. Wipe up our countertop real quick. All right, let me double check, but I believe we're doing 50 of the Grow still. Come on, load up. Yep. So 1 teaspoon of each still, because it is still during that stretch, so it needs the extra nitrogen to help with the stretching of the branches that happens in the beginning of flower. That's usually 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the strain. So 1 teaspoon is 5 milliliters. Doing 10 gallons, so 50 milliliters. Do that one, brother. I'll hand that off to you. We'll just go ahead and bust this one out. Now we want the bloom. We're still sticking with 1 teaspoon of this, even though we're going to flower. And that's because we're going to add in some open sesame as well. Really just trying to push these plants to their limit here. All right. We got another 50 in there that we'll hand off. And then this one I've actually got to mix in the cup first, so we'll do that. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Beautiful. Wow. Snack's actually having someone to help. All right. For this last one, why am I using 1 measuring cup or a pitcher to fill up a measuring cup? That was silly. All right. That should be enough. We got about 2 cups of water, and it's going to be a teaspoon per gallon, which is kind of unfortunate for us because if it was 12 gallons we were making, it would be a perfect tablespoon, but Since it's not, we've got to do 10 teaspoons. We don't want to go too hot because that'll cause nutrient burn. Oops, sorry guys. There we go. 5, 6, thank you, sir. 7, 8, 9. Whoa, got a little wild with that one, my bad. And 10. All right. There we go. Spoon. Stir it up real quick because we want those salts to dissolve. It's best to use warm water with this because it actually helps dissolve the salts better, but we've still got some thick stuff in there, so just keep stirring. I appreciate everybody who's stopped in so far. We will be checking out the plants and checking for males and shit, but we do have to water first. All right. Maybe just a little bit more. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. I do cannabis cultivation for a company here in Colorado, and I'm an IPM specialist. That's integrated pest management. So I know about bugs, I know about mildews, I know about all that stuff. I have knowledge. If you guys need help, drop those questions in the chat. All right, that one should be good. And we're going to bring you guys along. We are going to grab our pH pen. Shoo! Already sweating like a whore in church. Thank you, brother. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to smack your head there. All right. Pour it in there. Mixed out real good. Now, you can see our clones that we transplanted last week are pushing new growth, so we should be seeing the sex of those soon. And then as soon as we find the sex out, we'll be tossing those just because we have other clones we're transplanting today. But you can see we're getting some wilt in here. I've been running errands and shit today, so we're in a little later than I planned to be, but it is a-okay. We're getting shit done. No, that's good. You can throw it on the countertop in there. I appreciate you, sir. See if I can get you guys to stand up on a bucket here. Stand you up on the fucking bucket. Whoa, cancel. All right, we're gonna get it pH'd real quick. You want your pH to be between 5.8 and 6.2. I'm gonna grab a little bit more water to throw in here. All right, so I just filled this up because it's about a gallon. When I fill it with the pitcher, easier to bring one of these over than two of those. All right, plus we're gonna use this to water anyway, so might as well. All right, so we've got our Apera pH pen. No, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm just telling you guys what I use. And we're gonna get this stirred up. Hopefully we can see the pH. Nope. I'm not holding this, sir. So we want it between 6.2 and 5.8. We're sitting at about 6.6 right now. Yep, I think we're about 6.6. I was trying to wait for the temperature, but we're at about 80 degrees in the water, so it should be fine. Let me grab our pH down real quick. I'll shut the doors on you.
You're good. I'm holding this open.
Thank you, sir. All right. For our pH down, I'm probably going to start with about 10 milliliters. We don't want to put too much in and dump it and then have to, there we go, have to do pH up and shit. If you start mixing too much in there, then that can also cause precipitation and shit, and you'll get cloudiness and nasty deposits in your plants when you go to pour it. So we'll get this stirred up real nice. Make sure we're not just putting it in a pocket of pH down. All right, let's see what we got now. Try and stir this a little bit. 6.4. Wow, really? You're only going to drop 0.2. Can't really see the numbers. There you go. So we're at 6.4. It only dropped about 0.2. So I think we'll put another, we'll say 15 in there. Man, water is hard this year. Well, I guess it's not too bad. It started at 6.6. I don't know why this isn't. Oh, shit. There's a bug in there. Huh. Okay. Got 15 in there. Try to make sure we don't get the fucking bug in there. Nasty. Clean that out later.
Dang bugs.
All right. Get it stirred up. This should put us probably about 6.1, 6.0, hopefully somewhere around in there. Right in the middle of that 5.8 to 6.2 we're looking for. All right. Oh, 6.1, 6.0. All right. Water looks like about 75 degrees, so that's going to be perfect for our plants. Oh, dropped to 5.9. That's still okay. Like I said, can be anywhere between 5.8 and 6.2. So we are A-okay there. Turn our instrument off, get it washed, rinse real quick. Thrown back in here. All right. Now that we got that done, we'll go ahead and get, oh shit. I'm gonna grab the, what's it called real quick, the pitcher. I utilize a pitcher to make sure that I'm giving all the plants about the same amount of water. I don't want to try and dunk that fucker in the bucket every time, so easier to utilize the smaller pitcher, fill up the bigger pitcher, and go from there. We mixed up about 10 gallons. We've got 8 plants, so it'll probably be a little bit more than a gallon each that they get, but they are ready for it. You can see they're getting worse and worse as we talk instead of fucking walk, so we are getting it done now. Trying to get it evenly hydrated, but we do have the low stress training going on, so everything's tied down and it's a little more difficult. Thank you, sir. So you can see we've got some sulfur residue on here. That's because I laid down a heavy sulfur foliar spray at the beginning of last week, last Tuesday, and I did not use enough surfactant. So, was that two pitchers? Into the big one, and then we'll water them. This is the kind of runoff you want to see. You need 10 to 20% runoff, especially when you're running cocoa coir. That's to ensure, thank you, sir. That's to ensure that we are not getting any salt buildup, especially since I do run some aggressive dryback sometimes. And that allows the medium to dry back, force the roots to search for water, and then, thank you, sir. And then also, it makes it so we don't get things like fungus gnats and thrips, shit like that. So, everything, I'm trying to give a good look at everything right now because we are getting a little bit of droop, but after we get everything watered, it'll start cooling down in here, and everything's going to perk back up. So, it'll be a nice before and after view. Whoop. Sneak by and I can take that. Get you guys set up here. Move this fuck out of the way, because we don't want it to tumble into that. Careful with the fucking swamp cooler. I've got the tablet up there. Okay. I want the chat to see what the plants look like as they start to transpire. Just drink that up. Oh, fuck yeah. Super exciting. Got a predator in here. It's a beneficial bug, so we are happy to have it. I'm not gonna fuck with it. I didn't order any. I thought about it, but prices on everything are kind of wild right now, and I'm kind of broke. So, but check this shit out, guys. Pop you back down here real quick. Where'd it go? Right there. We've got us a praying mantis in here. He's just chilling. He's searching for any food that he can find, and they kill off the bad shit, so we're gonna let him live. He's just chilling out, having a high life, so we're gonna let him be. I just thought that was super cool. I thought about ordering some, but I haven't ordered anything like that yet. I've just got some like wettable powders and shit that's it has a shelf life, you know what I mean? So that's super cool to see we're getting beneficial bugs in here. I know we've been getting a lot of fucking non-beneficial bugs. I actually just found some fucking scale bugs in the bedroom, so we're going to be working on getting those out of here. I've got to do a drench with some no-fly, but that'll probably be later in the week, because I'll have to suit up, well, not really suit up as much as, well, pants and all that shit. Since I'm not in pants and long sleeves and shit today, we won't be doing that. Oh yeah. Yeah, dude, he's fucking sick. Do you know if they turn green when they get bigger, or if that's just a fucking white one? Because I've seen some that were like that tannish color, but I've also seen fucking green ones, so I don't know. Then I'll start out tan. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sweet. Well, he's gonna chill out. I'm not gonna fuck with him. He can live in here as long as he wants. Like I said, he is a beneficial bug, so usually I'm out here scouting and killing the fucking bad bugs, but it's awesome to be looking through and find a good one, so that is a win. Let's see, we've got 2 left after this one. Then we will be getting our veg mix made up real quick. We'll get that done. And then we're going to go through these nodes and check everything real quick to make sure that we're not pushing any pollen sacs or anything over here. Like I said, I found that one male in the bedroom today, so that was kind of a surprise to me. You know, I've been looking over here. Thank you, sir. Been looking over here for the males, and you know, obviously since I took these to flower, we've been checking for males and everything, and instead it popped up on the bedside that it's still on the 18/6 time frame. So I'm not complaining. I'd rather get it out earlier, of course, but and it's actually awesome because it's one of the ones that I didn't get to clone last time. Thank you, sir. So since we didn't have a clone of it, it was going to have to wait until next round to be sexed anyways. So the fact that it showed its sex now is an awesome blessing for us. We can quit wasting time and energy on that one and start getting more stuff going. I am waiting to see how many males we end up with before we pop any more, because now we are riding the line. Got one more to do on this side, then I'll just probably use the rest of that. Checking our clone plants down here. Probably throw a little bit of water in them just to make sure that we're keeping them wet. Then we'll probably move them up in here a little more after we're done. But I had them on the floor because we watered yesterday, and then I got out of here and didn't want them sitting in a puddle of water in the tray. So we may throw a little bit of water in some of them. Now we'll probably let them dry out and just throw them in the tray, and then I'll move them again tomorrow when we water them. Those ones are definitely being watered regularly to make sure we don't get any herm issues or anything. I want to see if they're males, not if they're herms. I know I can make shit herm. Just throwing the extra that we've got in some of these pots that are still a little dry on some of the sides. Like I said, with the low stress training that we did, it's a little harder to get in there and get it evenly watered. Excuse me. Get it evenly watered, so. Let's see. No, I don't want to water. I keep going back and forth. I'm like, I want to water them, but I don't want to water them.
Oh, on the little ones?
Yeah, we're not going to water them. I just watered them yesterday. They'll be good till tomorrow. I've already got a mix made up for them and everything, so. That's because I made fucking 12 gallons last week, and then I thought they were all going to need 1.5 gallons. They only needed 1 gallon. So I was like, well, we got extra fucking feed. Probably should have started with that one to get rid of it and then had the rest of this in there, but oh well. Didn't think about it until I started talking about it. Woo! So close. We'll go back here. I see some dry spots. Just trying to make sure we're using all of our water. I don't want it sitting around. All right. Beautiful. You guys should be able to see the runoff that we're getting. Like I said, that's to ensure that we're not getting any salt buildup in our plants, in the root mats or the rhizosphere. If you start getting salt buildup in there, it jumps up your EC, which is your electrical conductivity, and that's what will cause a lot of herming issues. It can fry your plants. You'll start seeing burnt tips and stuff. It's just because there's too much salt in there, and it's not it doesn't have enough water to process the nutrients and stuff in it. So make sure you're trying to keep your pots wet. I ran this dry back a little aggressive. It probably would have been okay if I just came in and did it this morning, but I had other shit I had to do today. So no worries. It'll be all right. We're running 12-12 lights over here, so it's been cooler for half the day, you know. So that has been a big help with these not drying out as quick. But see, I'm just trying to get all of our water kind of pushed down to that side, make sure that So getting it pushed out the bottom of the greenhouse over here, getting it soaked up into the ground and stuff. You put back into the water table. There we go. How about that? I'll be coming back through and doing more as it starts soaking in, but get as much as we can in there. Whoo-wee. Now we're gonna head back over to the veg side because it is fucking hot over here. All right, come on, brother.
Whew, whew.
All right.
Yeah, it gets toasty in there.
Yes, sir. Especially when you're running in circles. You can hit the button. There we go. Whew. All right. Sweating like a whore in church already. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the chat. I do cannabis cultivation for a commercial company here in Colorado, as well as I'm an IPM specialist. So remember to stay hydrated. Shoot. All right. These ones over here are getting big, and I want to take them to flower, but I still need to get some cuts off of them. Oh, this is super exciting. So we had the mail show up this morning, and then if you look right here, let's see. You can see we're getting calyx on this one. It's those little white hairs. God damn it. Those little white hairs right there above. Let's see. There, will you hold this? So if you look, like right here, these little white hairs coming off there. Yeah, it's trying to swap to the other camera. So these little white hairs right there are the calyx, and that's what we're looking for. That means it's a female, makes that little V. So we've got a female, and that is our skunk 1 plant. So that's super fucking cool. We've got a female skunk plant. I do have to take cuts off of it. I don't know why I don't have cuts from that one. I took cuts like... Oh no, I have skunk 1 and skunk 2. Oh, that's why, because that's the skunk 1. So that one may have to stay in here until the next round, but I don't know. We'll wait and see what happens. See how many males I come out with. If I have to take a bunch more out, then we will be planting more seeds, and we'll have to use these to be taking multiple cuts for the next clones. As you can see, we have plenty of cuts we can take, though. Like, these plants are looking super gorgeous. You can see all the spotting on the leaves. That is not powdery mildew or anything. That is sulfur from a foliar spray that I applied last week. Last Tuesday I got in here before I went to work, sprayed it down, and I think it was Tuesday. It might have been Saturday. I think that was Saturday, actually. I don't know. Anyways, we got it laid down. Yeah, it's no bug. Yeah, because of those fucking big-ass elm trees right out there. But we got sulfur laid down. I didn't add enough of our yucca wet surfactant that I was talking about. So since we didn't add enough of that yucca wet, it actually pooled up. The sulfur pooled up on the leaf surface, and when the water dried out, it leaves the sulfur in spots rather than evenly across the leaf like we wanted. So for our next spray, we'll have to add more of that yucca wet, but for now, it is what it is. It's not going to hurt the plants. And then, of course, I've got to get these ladies transplanted today, too. They're overtaking the cloner. Had him in there for an extra week because I had to get these all trimmed down and everything. We're going to put those, like, probably right in the middle down there. Or I'm not exactly sure yet, but we're going to get it figured out. So now that we're on this side, we get to mix more nutrients. What's that? that was one more. I thought there was one that was half full. Gotta work in the greenhouse. Alright. These ones should have been about 10 gallons, but top it off just a hair. Get these two. Bring out over here. Make sure we get those filled up later. All right. Our red line veg feed is nice and easy. Since we use the CalMag Dry 420 instead of the Cali Magic, the CalMag Dry 420 has extra nitrogen. And with that, we don't need to add so much of the Flora Grow. So it saves us money on both ends. We don't have to buy the Cali Magic. Instead, I use the dry nutrient blend and just mix up a gallon of that. And then we also use less of the Flora Grow, which is another $30 fucking nutrient. And instead of using that, are using 75 milliliters of that. We're only using 55. So big time saver, big money saver. Well, not time, but money saver. Anywhere we can save a little cash is helpful. Doing 1 teaspoon of each gallon. So that's 5 milliliters each a gallon, or 50 milliliters since we're doing another 10 gallons. Ooh, right there. Right. Now here's where the difference comes in with the Flora Grow. We do 55 instead of 50. If you're not using the CalMag Dry 420 and you're using Cali Magic, then you're going to want to go to 75 milliliters. But since we use the CalMag Dry 420 with the extra nitrogen in it, we only need 5.5 milliliters a gallon. Or 55 total. That's about 57, but a tiny bit extra nitrogen ain't gonna hurt. It's only an extra 2 milliliters per 10 gallons, so that's like 0.2 milliliters extra per gallon, which should not add any burn or anything significant. This is where the other change comes in, since we are keeping these in veg and not taking them to flour. These ones we only do 2.5 milliliters a gallon, or half a teaspoon. So it's going to come out to 25 milliliters total for us. Whoop. Wow. It's like I've done this a couple times, guys. There we go. We're teaching Logan. He's in here helping us today, keeping it out of the smoke. He lives over by where the U-Ray fires are here in Colorado, so the air quality over there is dookie. And, you know, I pray for everybody well, I don't pray, I'm not going to lie. But I keep everybody in my thoughts that are, you know, going through shit over in the different parts of the United States. We're here in Colorado, here on the western slope, and we're dealing with fires and shit over here too. So my thoughts go out to everybody, but we're safe here. Everything's all right here. Our air quality is a little getting worse as the day progresses and the fires continue, but it's better over here than where he lives, over towards Uray. So, all right. We've got our nutrients all mixed up. We're not putting any of the Fox Farm in here. Yeah. And that little measuring thing, graduated cylinder. It's a little measuring thing. We got to pH this one too. Let's see. Set you guys over here.
That little thing.
All right.
This
this and that. We'll check the. Oh, fuck, I forgot the pH meter. Oh, yeah, look at him go. Said I knew it was this thing. All right, we're going to check our pH real quick. Gotta get more solution for that. All right. Oh, yeah, I probably can't see it. Thanks, sir. All right, let's see what we've got here. We're going to stir it up a little bit. Oh, yeah, this one's harder than the other side. So this one's at 7.2. The other one was at 6.6. That's probably because we added those salts to it. So this one's going to need a lot more of the pH down. Let's see. We did 25 milliliters total for the other one. So we may go to 30. Just start at 30 for this one. I don't want to be doing it all day. You should wear gloves when you're doing this. This is phosphoric acid, I believe. So I'm not going to touch it. My gloved assistant here, my lovely Vanna White. Thank you, sir. He's going to get that rinsed for us to make sure we're not leaving any of that phosphoric acid. Right? Let me make sure. Phosphoric acid, whatever. Close enough. Here we go. Getting it stirred up for us. Shoo-wee. I appreciate everybody who has stopped by. If you have any questions about your own canopy, don't hesitate to drop them in the chat. We're just getting everything taken care of here at the Green Corner today. We're going to be going through and sexing the plants. All right, let's check our pH. We had one male pop up already this morning. Come on. Oh, it's already 6.2, 6.1. Oh, yeah, buddy. Put us right at 6.0 with that 30 milliliters. Oh, 5.9. That's still okay. Beautiful. So 30 milliliters was perfect for us. Hey, while we're at it, check out our fucking stickers that we got up here. You can check out the Green Corner site to pick up our stickers. We've got a macro shot of one of our buds that I did. We've got the Always Be Growing, the TGC. Check out Chief in Session. He's got some sick stickers too. Ooh, weed. Anyways, sorry guys. I saw him and had to do a little plug real quick. The top of that should be right there. Get you guys set up over here so you can see. And we are going to get this one watered, this side watered. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the chat. You can see we're starting to part these a little bit to make sure that we are getting the room for the clones. We're going to be transplanting those here real quick. Again, we're going to be doing a gallon each. What's that? Right. Got to go back to the Walmart. Yeah, they were only like $10, I think. So, not too bad. Oh, no worries, brother. It's all right. We've got 8 plants on this side again as well, so we will have a little bit extra. Anyways, just trying to make sure we're watering all the way around the pot. Make those roots continue to search. And try and get even hydration throughout our pots. Fire, brother. Start getting out our cloth pots here. 1, 2, 3. I think I just did the first one right, so the second one. Did I get the second one, third one there? Whichever one's now wet, man, it's the water. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that's fire. 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. And I need 7 of them. I am going to plant that skunk one still, even though it's it doesn't really have roots. We'll throw some of the mycos in there when we transplant it, and that should stimulate the roots that are starting to grow. If we're lucky, it'll come back. If not, we're going to cut more clones off of it. That's the one that is showing is female already, this big lady right here. So, oh yeah, we did keep that one. So we're moving on to number 4. Luckily, you can tell which ones we watered because we're looking at that runoff. Again, making sure we get that 10 to 20% runoff every time we water. Okay. Oh yeah. Getting that runoff. Everything's looking good. If you guys have any questions, do not hesitate to drop them in the chat. Oh, the fucking... I don't know what... Oh, it's the more button. You hit more and it fucking takes you back to the YouTube homepage. Fucks up my screen. I don't know. Sorry, guys. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the chat. We're in here checking plants and hanging out, making sure that everything gets watered. Since we found that male this morning, we're going through and checking all the other plants. I just showed you guys what the females look like. I'm thinking I'm seeing some white hairs popping on this one too. With the mother plants, when they start hitting that sexual maturity, sometimes they will start pushing the gender. So if it's a male, it'll start pushing pollen sacs. If it's a female, it'll start pushing those calyx. Sure. So we found the male this morning when I came in. I got a short made of how to safely remove those from your canopy to make sure you're not bursting any of those pollen sacs. And then, let's see. I just showed everybody what the female looks like. I'll probably make a short of that as well, just to help everybody out. But today is where we are sexing everything that we can and making sure we're getting all the males out of here. And of course, getting everything watered. It's just our Monday maintenance stream. It's a little hot in here today. We've got 2 of us in here, and we're both fucking running around, creating that heat. So it's a little warmer than normal, but I'd rather have the help and the extra warmth in here than be trying to run all this myself, especially since we are going to be transplanting here in just a second. Logan's going to get that watering done for us. And we are going to pivot to getting ready for the transplant. And then we will mix some more nutrients, but they will be a little less strong because they will be for younger plants. Transplanting? What's that? Transplanting? Oh, yeah. That's it. I just see it. Just see it. Eat it. Oh, I need to see it. All right. Can't fucking transplant without cocoa. Ah. Squeeze on through here. We've got our cocoa choir. Like I said before, any 70-30 mix is good. We've just got this. It's some local stuff up Colorado, right? I don't know. Nope, golden ratio. Just kidding. It's just what we had donated to us. We changed up what we were using at the commercial facility, and I think this shit works fine, so they said I could have it, and we are using it. Oh. Get you guys turned this way. Don't mind the backpack. Gotta have something to carry all my fucking content creation shit, my medicine, all that good stuff. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the chat. Doesn't matter what experience of growing you have, all questions are welcome and all growers are welcome here. We're here to help you grow the best quality of cannabis you can. I believe that anybody who can legally grow and wants to do so should grow and be able to grow cannabis of the quality that they want to consume. God damn. I think I need me some more of that cannabis. I even lowered it more so you don't fucking run your face into it, bruv.
I'm watering, so now I'm lowering it.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. All right, let's see here. We want to add a little bit of moisture to this. Doesn't have to be a lot, but we want to add some moisture. Honestly, it probably should have been with CalMag and shit, but we're going to water these ones in too, so it's not a real big deal. All right. Checking the chat, make sure we don't have any questions. If you guys have any questions about your canopy, or you know anybody who grows and might have questions and benefits, send them the link. All right. We'll get started with this. Since these have no roots, or not no roots, but all they are is roots. They have no nothing that they're in to transplant with. You know what I mean? They're going from the easy cloner, so it's an aeroponic cloner, and I will be taking them out of that and putting them in here. We're gonna see how well it goes. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Since there's no medium for them to be starting in other than this, we got to make sure that it's pretty full. Normally I'd leave a little bit less to make sure that so we did leave a little less in there, but that's just because I don't want to use a fuck ton of cocoa. Trying to be a little cheap. Bring y'all up here. Stay hydrated. Dehydration is one of the biggest risks to agricultural workers. Don't be like Logan over here drinking fucking Dr. Pepper. He'll be crying about a headache later. It's fine. All right. We're going to bring our cocoa choir up here. Bam. All right. So what I do want to do is try and get these roots to the bottom of this here pot. And I'm going to cut them, or prune them as we say. And that is going to cause the root growth to change from going down to going out. So we want to put it as close to the bottom as we can, and then we're gonna measure it, get it cut, and we'll get it planted. We will see some shock, I'm sure of it, But that, yeah, it's good. Just throw it off the side. I'll grab them. I gotta climb up here and unplug the cloner so we're not shooting fucking water everywhere again. Oh yeah. I mean, you'd think, but still, yesterday I was fucking making my video and had to open it up. And when I opened it up, fucking water shot everywhere. It's fine. Let's check out the roots we've got here. So this is 3 weeks, which is way fucking longer than it needs. And that is why that is fucking ridiculous. Excuse my language. Sorry, guys. That is ridiculous. Wow. Okay, and that's why we're getting those transplanted for sure today. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the chat. Wow.
Oh, wow.
So, let's see. Almost as long as my arm. See if we do it from the wrist, it's about to the fucking... Wow, that's crazy. We short out of that one. So, like I said, holy crap. We need to prune the roots. Sorry, guys, I've got thrown off by how massive this root ball is. Like, that's crazy. You can see how much growth we've got on there already, though. These skunk plants, super healthy. I don't know why the skunk 1 didn't blow up like this one. Hopefully our skunk 2 is also a female. But we'll see what happens. So some of our mediums right about here in the pot. Ooh. Hey! Long and strong, that's right. Thanks, beautiful. All right. Logan said hi. So we want to cut our roots right down probably about here. And that's to make sure that the root ball isn't just going to get all twisted up in the bottom. Wow. We cut off more than we kept. That's wild. Whew. All right. So next, we want to put that inside the pot. Woo. See if I can get you guys the best. Logan, will you come hold this for a second? There we go. I forgot I have help today, guys. All right. So what we want to do here is, you can see I've got the hole made all the way to the bottom of the pot. This goes down in there. Bam. And we're just going to fill it in real quick. Make sure it's sitting in there nice and solid.
This guy says, or short stubby like the one in the back, bud.
Calm down there, bud. All right. Beautiful. So we've got that bad boy or bad girl in there. We want to call them girls. Bam. We've got our tag in there to make sure that we know what it is. Everything's looking great. I want to pop that leaf off so bad, but I'm not going to. We're going to leave it. Like I said, we got massive growth while they were in the cloner. And hopefully that just continues as we move it out of the cloner, but we'll see. Probably going to take quite a shock since we had to cut off so much of the root mass. Hopefully it wasn't too much, but that's what we had to take off of there.
Oh.
Otherwise, you know, we'd have just had this all lumped up in the bottom. So I like to prune the roots, and that also forces all of these little side shoots to grow out and search for the sides of the pot. And once those find the sides of the pot, that's when you get that explosive upwards growth. So it's a sacrifice, but one that I'm willing to make. Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make. 4 o'clock. All right. Oh, I forgot our plant stand. All right. Oh yeah, it was like 83 in here before we watered. Now that we watered, it says it's like 76 in the root zone. We've got our little root zone hygrometer down here.
She's a little dirty.
She's a dirty one, but it was reading like 83. Now you can see it says 90%. That's because it was sitting down closer into the water. But I use them more for the temperature. It says it's 76 now, so that is much better than the 83 we were looking at before. All right, brother. I'll take that back. Thank you, sir. Yes, we need more mix. I appreciate everybody who stopped by the stream. If you guys have any questions about your own canopies, go ahead and drop them in the chat. I'm keeping an eye on it while we work. Well, all right, perfect. So we've got our next pot. We're gonna get this bad boy going. Woo! If you fall, I will catch you. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. I can't help it. I live my life in songs. It's like a fucking musical, but it's only good songs, so it's okay. I got a song for everything. All right, next we are going to go with the skunk one. I'm so excited about it, as you can hear. I'm really actually more upset about it than anything. Our skunk one did not fucking really root out. So you can see it's got one little guy there. Let me see. Let me, hold on, hold please. We got a fucking bucket. The fucking bucket. Okay, so. What's that? Yeah, yep, that's it. You can throw a little water in there. See if I can get it to really focus in on the plant. I don't know. You can see that one little root coming off there. It's hard to tell. I don't know. I'm not good at all this stuff. There's little white bumps on there as well. See if I can get my face out of there if that helps. Nope. So you can see there's little white bumps on there as well. That is the roots starting. So there is root growth starting to happen, but if this one bounces back, it's going to take a while, I'm sure. We may end up with another clone by then and just fucking end up throwing this out. But since it is the only clone of the skunk one that we've got left right now, we are going to plant it in hopes that it takes root, because that is our female skunk that we know for sure. We did have that sour diesel this morning. When I was checking on everything, end up being a male. So we got that out of here. That is why we popped 2 of each plant. Oh, goodness. It's so little. That is why we popped 2 of each seed, to make sure that if one does come out male, hopefully we get a female out of the other one. You know, it's 50-50 chance. Here we go. We've got our tag. We're going to put that bad boy in there. Get it brought down. Try not to shake it around too much, since we did just get it in the pot. All right. Whoa. Ant, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you, bruh. Hell yeah. Nice roots. Yes, sir. They're fucking huge. It's ridiculous. I probably should have transplanted them last week when I transplanted the other ones, but I had to get in here and defoliate the mother plants first, get them down to a size where we could fit some other plants in here. Let's see, with these 7, we will be at our limit, so I've got to check through, see what we've got that are male, female, whatever, before we start getting ready to cut more. Just make sure we are staying within our legal limits. I've got my medical marijuana card, so I can grow up to 24 at a time. This next one's going to be wild, guys. Oh my gosh. The only thing I worry about is too much stress cutting off that much root. But I'd rather have the stress on it than end up with the root ball getting all tangled up in there. So this is going to be our Orange Blossom Express number 2. These grow super good here in Colorado. There they are. Again, we're going to measure the roots so we can get them to the bottom of the pot. Then we cut them to make sure that they're not getting all twisted up. Almost. I'm going to let this one sit over for a second. Keep forgetting to put the mycos in there. I really want to get that in there to help stimulate the roots. You want it right in with them. I don't want to put too much because we don't want to run it. We don't want to run it too hot, but that is extra nutrients for roots to help them get through that shock. So we definitely want it in there. Then even everything out. Oh, it feels so good to have everything out of the cloner again. Once we, well, be getting everything out of the cloner again, excuse me. What's that? Yeah, we got a couple more weeks, and then we'll be starting more, but it's nice to have all this shit taken out. Man, that one really got long. It's like that one fucking beard hair that keeps growing, you know? Grows a little bit faster than everything else. Fast as fuck, boy. All right, we've got our tag in there to make sure we know what it is. We're going to bring it down here. I think one more bag to it. All right. E-E-A-U-T-Bull. We've got 3 down, 4 to go. Nice and quick. Thanks to the help of my brother Logan. All right. This one again, we want to get the root hole made first. Pretty much all the way to the bottom. You're a fucking moron, bruv. There you go. Right on the other side of that door. I'm going to kind of try and drop it right in here on the top around the outside of the hole because all of that is going to end up right on the inside. When we move it in, this one's going to be our Orange Blossom. Holy shit. Express number 1. Woo. Look at that bad boy. Look at that root system. Oh, look. See, it's already trying to grow around itself up here. Just try and gently figure out where the end is on this. All right, there we go. Try and stretch that one out. You don't want your plants to get root bound. You also don't want to rip it off right there, so you be super gentle if you do that shit. Again, we want to measure how deep the plant is going to go. Bam. Take off a little bit of root there. We've got our mycos here as well. I want to pour that directly onto the root system. And everything's going to go in right around it. Beautiful. Make sure we don't bury it too deep. We don't want to hurt her. All right. Bro, I can make dreads out of these. Make dreads out of these, bro. It's wild. Look at that shit. My extensions. I'm just trying to fit in, guys. No disrespect to anybody. We just have a little fun, be a little fucking dumb over here. We ain't trying to offend nobody. That is funny shit, though. All right. We're on to the next one. This one's going to be a Bruce Banner. So, we only got one of the Bruce Banner seeds to pop this time. I have to slow myself down sometimes. I start going, I'm like, bro, you're not a fucking auctioneer, yeah. Slow down, homie. You're trying to teach people, not fucking goddamn blow their brains away trying to listen to you. All right. Luckily, this bag of Mycos is almost empty, so I'm not super worried about getting the extra cocoa powder in there. Or extra cocoa, whatever shit. Wow, I swear to God, these just keep getting bigger and bigger each time. This one's stuck in the fucking sprayer. We lost a little bit of mass off of her. We've wrapped around the sprayer in there, but wow, another one. Just crazy. This one, like I said, you can see it got kind of jacked up because the sprayer for the cloner is right there. Oh, you guys can't see it. Whoop. So the sprayer portion is right there. It was growing around it. Ah. You can see we lost some of the root mass off of that. Off of this one. But as is life, we're going to be cutting some off anyways. If you guys have questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the chat. Been doing commercial cultivation for about 3.5 years now and been doing integrated pest management specifically for the last about 3 years now. So if you guys have questions, I've got knowledge and I would love to help you with your grow. See, even he's fucking clapping about it. Now, we're here to have a good time, to help people dial in their grows at home so they can grow the quality of cannabis that they want to consume. I want to make sure you guys want to consume it, guys. Consume it up. Fucking. It's like your mom. What? Anyways, here we go. Make sure we get it buried nice so it stands up, but not too deep so it's covering our bottom nodes here. Wow, this one really blew up in the cloner. Holy crap. Again, the ones that we cut off. Craziness. Oh yeah, we got our tag put in there already to make sure we're keeping track of everything. You can see it's Bruce Banner. My finger's not in the way. Oh. Bruce Banner. Yes, sir. Just kind of bounce back and forth, back and forth. Oh yeah. We've got 2 left to do. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. We're going to be going through and checking the sex of the rest of the grow later to make sure that we don't have any other males pop up. I did have that one male pop up this morning, and we got it out of here quick. If you guys are popping regular seeds, be on the lookout for that. I hadn't even taken that plant to flower yet. It just reached sexual maturity and started throwing pollen sacs. So if you see something like that in your grow, we've got a short on how to safely remove that plant without blowing out those pollen sacs and getting pollen all over your ladies. Beautiful. We've got sour diesel number 2 here, which is hopefully our female, because sour diesel number 1 was the male. So you can see it's super healthy. Big roots, not quite as long as our other ones, but still beautiful, healthy roots. A nice root mass here at the top, which is where we're going to keep the roots anyways. Bam. Measure where it's going to be. Wow, this one's so fucking, look at that. Just so thick and beautiful. Like the, you know, I get to stay on there. All right, we've got the mycos. We're going to go ahead and drop in there first to make sure we're getting it around the root mass. It's supposed to stimulate root growth. And since we're taking this out of the aeroponic cloner and dropping them into cocoa coir, that is going to be quite the adjustment. So we want to make sure they've got enough nutrients to push through all of that. And it's got the mycorrhizal inoculant. That mycorrhizal is what it helps with the root growth, helps stimulate your younger plants. It's really good for transplanting and things to help, God damn it, to help them get through that shock. So really good stuff. There's different ones out there and shit that you can use. Mycos is what my local shop here has. Desert Bloom Hydroponics here in Colorado. Check them out. If you know, you know. We've got our sour diesel number 2 tag here. There you go. Can't read it because it's fucking backwards because I'm using the front camera, but it just says SD2. Awesome. Last one, guys. We've got the Candy Kush number 2. I already had a friend asking me about the Candy Kush. Oh, excuse me, how it's looking and everything. Told them to check out the channel. I'll tell them again tomorrow. Look at that. Beautiful, healthy root mass. All these are what we want to start pushing off sideways. That's why we're going ahead and doing a prune on the bottom of these. I don't want to have the bottoms getting all wrapped up and twisted. So to ensure we're not getting any of that, you don't want to get root bound, have your roots all tangled together. That'll stop the growth and kill the plant. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. Happy as can be. Look at that. We've got an empty cloner again, ladies and gentlemen. Again, our Candy Kush. Get that tag popped in there so we're not getting anything mixed up. Thank you, sir. Wow. All the root mass that we took off from the different plants. I think some of our first ones were the craziest, but definitely a lot of root mass that may have just ended up as like dead mass in the bottom of the medium. So that's awesome. I'm glad we got that done. I do need to water those in now, so we will be mixing more nutrients. It never ends. I just want to come back over to our flower side real quick. It's a little bit cooler over here now that everything's watered. As I said, everything's starting to perk back up a little bit here. Yeah, that one was fucking laying, basically. Then we've got our clones here. Our water's starting to dry up. I do got to go through and sweep that shit real quick again, though. All right. It's all dirt under this tarp, so I'm just trying to get it pushed out to the side of the greenhouse, pushed out under there. Just to make sure we don't have any standing water. Standing water also attracts pests. So, especially things like fungus gnats and thrips, shit like that. And I already have enough pest problems since we grow in the middle of the fucking desert. It's like an oasis for them. All right. Beautiful. Just wanted to come check them out. Yeah, it's still fucking hot over here, though. It's not as bad as it was, though, man. Not nearly as bad as it was, though. All right. Yeah, you can close that side. You can see the sulfur residue. Like I said, we laid sulfur down. I didn't put enough of our surfactant in it, so it pooled up on the leaves. We just got all 7 of our new ladies planted. There are clones off of the mothers. So we've got the mothers around the outside kind of protecting them to make sure they're not getting too much of that direct air. These ones are pretty close to our swamp cooler, though, so if we start seeing signs of windburn or anything on them, we'll be moving them out of there. But I just pushed the vents up a little bit, so hopefully it goes up and over them, just to mitigate the chances of that, but we want to watch. Make sure that we're not getting any whipping motion from them. You want to see them dancing but not whipping around. If they're whipping around, then that's a cause for concern, but everything looks like it's dancing nicely, so I think we'll be okay there. These ones we're going to keep an eye on since there's not a ton of air movement in there. But I think there should be enough to keep everything happy. We are going to mix up one more round of nutrients now to water these ladies. Looks like more.
More water?
Yes, sir.
Well, you've upgraded.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to do buckets. Or not buckets, fucking water jugs. 1 gallon jugs. Had to do what had to do. This one's gonna be close. I think I have just fucking enough. This one we're gonna do like 8 because that's what I've got. Cocoa? Oh, it's fine. No worries. We only have 7 plants, so we only need 7 gallons, really. That's about 7, I would say. This is a 12-gallon fucking bucket, so. With it being a 12-gallon bucket, I'd say that's probably about 7 gallons. Like fucking. Try and get all this shit cleared off a little bit. That shit clearing off a little bit. All right, all right. I appreciate everybody who stopped by the stream. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask them. We are here to help. Well, I'm here to help. He's here to help me, not you. All right. Since we did just transplant those, we are going to do a half a teaspoon or 2.5 milliliters a gallon of the Cali Magic and a quarter of a teaspoon of the rest. So we only need the small one. So it's going to be 2.5. That's what, 12? 2.5 times 8 is 12 milliliters. And that's going to be of our Cali Magic. Yeah. And then get that fucking bug out of here. God. All right. Bitches be tripping. I didn't trip. Yeah. All right. That should be about 12 and a half. That should be okay. Since we're running in Cocoa Choir, we need that exchange. Also, I'm using the Cali Magic 420 to keep our nutrient ratios, our NPK ratios right. That is just to ensure that we're not burning the plants. Transition times and transplant times are the plant's most sensitive times, so we are trying to keep the nutrients low. That way we're not causing too much shock to them. We're going to hit them with 10 milliliters of the micro. That's going to be 1.25 milliliters per gallon. 1.25 per gallon, but we're doing 8. So again, we have to multiply. 1.25 times 8 is 10. Or 8 times 1.25 is 10. Either way, doesn't fucking matter, but. Next, we've got our Flora Grow. That one is also going to be 1.25 milliliters per gallon. So 10 total for us since we're doing 8 gallons. Sorry guys, I know I throw the numbers at you fast and shit. That's because I'm sure nobody else is mixing 8 fucking gallons of water. But we give you the raw numbers. That way you can mix up for your own batches. 1.25 milliliters per gallon of the grow, the micro, the grow, and the bloom. And then 2.5 milliliters per gallon for the Cali Magic. That's because we're growing in Cocoa Choir and we have to have that exchange because the Cocoa Choir takes the calcium and I can't remember what it changes it into, but you've got to have that exchange ratio with the Cali Magic. If you do use the Flora series, check for whatever your grow medium is before you start using it. I use Cocoa Choir, so I use their specific Cocoa Choir schedule, at least through early veg. No, I don't even think early veg. Through just the transition, really. Because once we start hitting veg, then we start hitting it with the CalMag Dry 420 because it's got that extra nitrogen we want. And then we cut that during the flower phase to cut out that extra nitrogen because we stop the vertical growth and growth of the branches, and that's when we're pushing the growth to the buds. So you want that phosphorus and potassium to really grow that bud structure and bud growth. Or flower, whatever. We're educational. We're showing it. I don't know what else you want, YouTube. We're not just sitting here smoking. I'm showing the whole fucking whole process from seed to smoke. So I probably won't do the whole smoking bit on here, but we will be doing like audits of the flower and everything under the microscope and shit like that. So keep an eye out for that. You guys are definitely not going to be able to see this one. All right. You can see how much lighter this one is than our other ones. That's just because the nutrient ratio is so much lower. And again, that's because it's early, or it's our transition and early veg. And 7.2, 7.3 is about what I figured it would be at. 7.4. We put less nutrients in it, so it's going to be a little higher. 7.5. You fucking bitch. Stop it. I don't like it. All right. Looks like it's going to be about 7.5. We've got 16 gallons, so we're going to do, or we've got 8 gallons rather. So I think we're going to do, what did I put this? We'll do around 16, I think. There we go. Get it poured in there. Wear gloves. I'm not perfect, guys, and I don't claim to be. I'll tell you what you should be doing, but I don't always make the right choices myself. All right, we've got this. Oh, shit. I should probably check it one more time. I'm pretty confident in myself, apparently. We want it down to 5.8 to 6.2, so good thing I checked it. We're still sitting a little high. Wouldn't have killed it, but we can throw another 5 milliliters in there and bring it down just a hair more. Yep, we're sitting at 6.4, so we need just a little bit more down. I'm actually going to throw probably another 7.5 in there. Oh, almost 9, actually. So, it's closer to 10 than I meant for it to be, but I'm not super worried about it. That'll get us dropped down to closer to 5.8 if anything. Ooh, I knew it was going to dump it. 5.7. It's one low. Just waiting to make sure. All right, it's one low, but that's going to be okay.
So there, I think.
Yeah, that's going to be fine. I'm not super worried about it. I do want to put our rose petal end on our watering can. That's what it's called. Jesus. Got to put the flowering petal on the watering can, or flowering tip. Rose tip on the watering can. Jesus. We put the rose tip on because it evenly spreads the water instead of just making like a stream and blowing out the cocoa that we just put in there. There we go. Bring this. Woohoo! I threw it on the ground. Sorry, guys. So sorry. So sorry. So sorry. I not mean to drop you. All right, here we go. We're going to water. Try and keep it around the outside of the pot to make sure that we make those roots search. Oops, sorry, guys. Going around the outside, as Mr. Eminem would say. Beautiful. So you can see there is still a little bit of dry right in the middle there. That's okay. Like I said, I want to force those roots to stretch. And if they're just soaking in water, then they don't have to stretch any. So we're going to get these dried in real nice, and then we're going to let them dry back kind of hard. So I probably won't water these for at least 3 more days, but maybe 4. We'll see how long it takes for that dry back. But we don't want to dry back too aggressively because we did add those extra salts in there with the mycos. I can't remember the fucking how to say the word mycorrhea or my. There's a Z at the end.
I ain't no scientist.
Mycorrhea or some shit. I'm fucking not either, but I have to say all these big words, bro. I don't know. I think the best one that I've gotten so far is Asaria fumarosea.
It sounds like a spell off of Harry Potter.
Right? I fucking thought it was like that one chick off of Mad Max.
Oh,
Furiosa.
yeah, Furiosa.
Taking off some of these bottom leaves. I didn't really want to because I don't want to add the extra stress on the plant right now. But I don't want them being in the water either. And that's just more that the plant has to heal up and bounce back with. So if there's a little bit less on there, no big deal. It's got plenty of water leaf on there. Those big leaves are like the solar panels for the plant. So that's what sucks up the light and starts that photosynthesis process. So you want to make sure you have some more big leaves. But if you have too many in there, then it's doing more harm than good because it's trying to heal up those jacked up ones near the bottom that we cut rather than using that energy to grow taller and shit. So let me know if we get any comments or anything, brother.
Yeah.
I didn't send out any notifications. I took a nap instead. It's all right. We got a few viewers, and we'll have a few more. Not the biggest deal, but I do appreciate everybody who has stopped by. We are still going to go through and look and see if we can see the scents of anything else in here. I kind of did go through before we started and looked, but we're going to do a more in-depth look before we get out of here, just to make sure we're not getting any more pollen sacs. So this is why I took the other one off. You can see this one got kind of in the cocoa there when we were watering. That's a skunk one that really didn't fucking root, so it needs those. But we'll see what happens. This is the skunk one, and it's super happy and healthy. So if we have to take more cuts off of it, more clones off of it, it won't be a problem for it. It's happy. I would like to give it another week or so, though, before we do anything like that, because we did just do a super hard prune and defoliation on them last week. Took out all this bottom shit and a lot of the innards, so trying to let them kind of bounce back from that shock before we go and start taking clones again. Plus, I would like to figure out what's male, what's female. Trying to water around the outside, but she's still standing, so that's good. All right, got one more. Again, you can see the runoff coming from the pots. That's to make sure we're not getting salt buildup in there. And like I said, these are going to get a dry back after this, so we want to make sure that everything gets a good hydration. Sneak attack. A little harder to do our ring protocol when everything's fucking so big, but it's all right. Oh, beautiful. Wow. Show down here real quick. You can see that this is a little bit darker. That's because it's brand new cocoa. So it's got that fucking little bit of I don't know what it is, honestly. But the first time you water to run off, you're gonna get some fucking excess nasty shit coming out of there. That's why I always make sure when I water in, we get good runoff, because I want to try and get all that extra bullshit out of there and ensure that the plants are only getting what we're giving it. Sure. No, I'm not trying to retouch. Create a highlight. There we go. Oh. All right. Beautiful. Bring you guys up here. Like I said, we were kind of looking through and seeing if we could see anything else, and there may be some cowlick formation on this, but it's too hard to tell right now. It looks promising, especially on like little spots right here, but I don't want to go and say it's a female and get all super excited and then have it not be. So we don't want to psych ourselves out. We'll only do for sure here. Oh yeah. Also, I found fucking scale bugs on this plant. You can see these little white deals right there. They just attach to your plant and suck nutrients from it. They're super easy to get off. They're more annoying than anything, but to get them off, you're gonna get a Q-tip and soak it in 70% isopropyl alcohol. And when you touch it to those scale bugs, they have a little shield around them. Excuse me. A little like exoskeleton oil shield that goes around them and protects them from a lot of the sprays that we do, like no fly and shit like that. So the alcohol, when you put it on there, it dissolves that shield and is able to make it so that we can get to those. But we're also going to utilize tweezers and shit to get them pulled off. If they're on the lower parts of the plant, we'll get that just pulled off. But we don't hide the mistakes here. We show everything to make sure that we utilize everything we can for learning and teaching. It's more of a mishap than a mistake or anything, you know. Shit happens. We're in a greenhouse here in the middle of agriculture country in Colorado, so, I mean, there's bugs everywhere. It's gonna happen. We're here to show how to get rid of the shit and how to keep your crop safe, so. Yes, sir. Might be growing here right. We'll definitely be keeping an eye on it. Ooh. Candy Kush number 2 that we just transplanted. We may have another male in here. I'll bring you guys in to show you that here in a second. Sorry. Just getting some isopropyl alcohol sprayed on here. Can you guys see? Don't mind Logan back there. Oh, it's Groot. Yeah. What's up, Stony homies? iPod Master, thanks for showing up, brother. I appreciate you. There we go. Like I said, they come right off. It's more of a nuisance than anything. That little white piece right there on the end. Sorry, I'm not real good at getting the shit to focus and everything. I gotta get like some white fucking, I don't know, white paper or something that I can use as a background. There's a couple of them I found on this plant, but this was the only one that I really found them on, so we're keeping an eye out. Oh, beautiful. I can see calyx on this plant back here. This is one of our Orange Blossom Expresses. So we definitely want to get these scale bugs off here, but if you look, where is it? Right above my thumb. So in this area, you can see the two little white hairs coming off the top. There you go. Off the top right there. Beautiful. Right there. So you can see those two little white hairs. That means she's a female. They're making that V for us. Sorry, I don't normally wear my hat like a jackass. So that's going to be our Orange Blossom Express number 2. So we've got an Orange Blossom Express and a skunk that are both females. Super fucking exciting. Excuse the language. I try not to cuss too much. It is an educational channel, not a fucking whatever. Anything? All right. So this one, I'm going to give it a couple more days, but I'm pretty sure we're dealing with a male. If you can see in the same spot we were looking on the other one, this one's not pushing the, like right in there. Yeah. It's not pushing the calyx, but it's more of a lump on there. And maybe turning into some, maybe turning into a male. Not turning into, but maybe start showing its male traits. So we'll be keeping an eye on that one. That's going to be our Candy Kush number 2. We're going to start flagging them. Oh, look. It's the little white flag. Because if it ends up being a male, we're fucking taking it out. So.
This one doesn't have white hair. It's got more of a V.
White hairs. Yeah, there might be some hairs on that one. I don't know. We'll wait. We'll wait to show it. I don't want to get too excited because that is our other sour diesel. So hopefully that's a female. We planted 2 of each to make sure that since it's a 50-50 chance male, female, we may end up with a female of each, hopefully. If not, if it's, well, we already got a skunk. So if that sour diesel doesn't end up being a female, I will plant another sour diesel or a couple more sour diesel seeds because I want a female of that. Excuse me. Whew, got excited for a second. So, Orange Blossom Express number 2, skunk number 1, for sure females. Honestly, this one's fucking gotta be a female. Oh yeah, this is female. Beautiful. We got both of our Orange Blossom Expresses are females. I'm gonna show that little spot that I just showed somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. Woo! There we go. Oh yeah, there it is. You can see those little white hairs right there making that V. Beautiful. Wow. So we got 100% on the Orange Blossom Express. We've got 2 females. Wow, that's super cool. We'll probably keep the bigger one just because it's got stronger genetics. It's really pushing compared to the other one. Oh, yeah. Man, now I really got to look at this fucking. Oh, this one might be a male. Another one we're gonna have to keep an eye on. Looks like it's just balls coming out of there, but if you want to keep searching, I think I'm gonna get us one rolled up. That I just checked. Hell yeah.
The other two, we gotta kind of. They look like they're pushing the D's, but also they kind of look like they got.
Right. And that's going to be our sour diesel that's still alive and our other candy kush as well, right? Believe that? Yeah, that's our candy kush that started fucking low stress training. So both of our candy kushes are on the lookout. And our other sour diesel. I don't know. We're hoping. I don't want to jump the gun on anything too early and pull anything because of swollen fucking calyx or something. I've done that before. So we want to make sure 100% that it's a male or a female before we move on.
They look like calyx.
They look like they're females, but we're just trying to make sure it ain't none of them lady boys, you know what I mean? We are going to roll up something fresh here real quick. I need a little break. If you guys have any questions, do not hesitate to drop them in the chat. I've been trying to keep an eye on it today. I've been getting some help from my brother with the camera and everything, so I may have missed a few, but trying to make sure we're getting everybody answered and everything taken care of. Just a chill maintenance stream today. We had to get all our watering and shit done. Check, because we found that male, so I wanted to check and make sure we don't have any others. But I'm super excited to say we've got 2 Orange Blossom Express females. Our Skunk 2 is a female. Right, Skunk 2? Or was it Skunk 1? It was this one right behind me. So Skunk 1 right here. No, Skunk 2 we haven't figured out. Skunk 1 is a female. Orange Blossom Express 1 and 2 are females. Sour Diesel, we're not sure yet on the second one. We're keeping an eye on the Candy Kush. Both Candy Kushes. Where's Bruce Banner? Oh, right here. Did we decide what this one was? Show me a V. Clouds and everything showing us gender. We haven't even changed these lights yet. Ain't showing no hairs yet or nothing. There's, oh, I think our Bruce Banner is, I believe our Bruce Banner is a lady as well. I don't know, we're gonna keep an eye, but it looks like it. So, we are looking pretty good as far as our ratios. We found 1 male for sure. We've got a few that are still on the lookout, but both of our Orange Blossom Expresses came through as females. Scale bug. Yep, scale bug right here. Get that taken off there real quick. Oops. What was it on this one? So right here we've got a little scale bug.
No, let me see it.
Try to move this shit out you guys' way. So it's just this little guy right here. There we go. You use that isopropyl alcohol. It kills the outer shell. It's hard to see, but it's right there on the tip. Sorry about that, guys. He's trying to flip around the camera. He's shutting y'all off. So we're looking pretty good, guys. I'm excited. I believe we've got some females running the house in here, which is a beautiful sign. If we can decide between which ones we want and which ones we want to send through, we can start sending them through into flower here in the next couple of weeks. I'm trying to do at least 4 weeks apart, 3 weeks apart, so I'm not fucking harvesting one right after another and trying to utilize the dry tent back to back. And I don't even know if we're going to use the dry tent this time because last time it fucking fried everything. But yeah, super exciting, guys. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the chat. I'm going to do a little smoking here, or cloud making. I try not to do too much consumption content on YouTube because we are an educational channel. But I will have my website up and going with all that kind of content as well here soon. It'll be deeper dives into the canopy where you can actually really look at shit without having to worry about getting tagged with fucking age restrictions and stuff. A lot of my long form videos get age restricted just because I get up in the canopy and there's so much biomass that it censors us, but it is what it is. It comes with the territory. We've got our Always Be Growing shirts on the site, though. If you guys are interested in those, they're only 15 bucks, so they're priced so you can use them for working in the greenhouse, working on the car, whatever you got going on. Not have to worry about the shirt getting ruined because it was only a $15 shirt. So I want to make it so they're affordable and people want to buy them. They are the heavy duty Gildan cotton tees, so they are made for the greenhouse. If you guys have any questions about your canopy, do not hesitate to drop them in the chat. I've been doing commercial cannabis cultivation for about 3.5 years now and been doing commercial integrated pest management for about 3 years now. So I'm a Colorado certified private applicator, certified by the Department of Agriculture, and an integrated pest management specialist. So if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the chat. I'm happy to help anybody who's got a question. I appreciate everybody who has stopped by. We're not ending yet. I'm just taking a break. Just lost the 5 people we had. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah. It takes a minute for it to fucking reach. Yeah, it's like a 5-second lag. I think that's why on like when you see them in the movies fucking getting ready to do like a new scene or whatever, they start at 5, 4. I think that's why. I'm not for sure. I'm not a fucking producer or anything, guys. I'm barely a fucking content creator. Like, I do it for you guys to help teach, but really, none of my shit's really, fucking fancy or any of that shit. We just get in here and get the trench work done and show it. So, we show the real side of cannabis cultivation. It's not always beautiful, but it's always worth it in the end. Even if you have some problems throughout, there's still ways you can utilize your flower. I've helped a few people in the last week that were contemplating chopping down their plants, but one of them was a powdery mildew issue we should have got solved. And then the other one, and that was actually during one of our live streams, right at the beginning. The guy came in asking questions, so that was cool. And then the other one was actually a German fellow that has a plant that's possibly herming on him. And his was a herm issue, not a male-female issue. He had feminized seeds from a good genetic source. And we were able to analyze his grow, audit the environment and everything, and find out what the issue may have been. And since it's a herm, he may be able to go ahead and save that and just go through and, you know, wet the nanners and pull them off, get them out of the tent. But if you guys have questions, I've got knowledge, I've got education, and I'm willing to share it, which, you know, hard thing to find out there these days, especially for free. Yep. So, if you know people who grow, send them the page. If you know people who grow, send them the page. I'm gonna put on some of Embervine's music. I have gotten permission from Sean Hoyt, who is the songwriter, singer, and guitarist for the band. They were previously known as Haven Effect, but they have rebranded to Embervine. You can find them on Facebook at Embervine, and on all the streaming platforms for music at the Haven Effect. So, if you guys want to listen to their music, the Haven Effect is how you find it. If you guys know any other artists who want to be featured on the stream, go ahead and have them let us know so that we can get them featured on the stream as well. Helps me get background music on the stream, and then it also helps them get playtime and stuff, so it's a win-win for both of us. I may have to fight with a fucking copyright company because they're trying to tell me that I can't play his music, but I personally know Sean. I've known him for over 20 years, like 25 years probably, really, and personally got permission to play Haven Effects music on our stream, so I'm working on that, figuring that out, but I'm still playing it. Like I said, I know Sean Hoyt. He's the singer, songwriter, and guitarist for Embervine. They just did a kick-ass show at Mesa Theater this last Friday night. They were headlining, and they're playing at the Cannabis Cup, or the Connoisseur Cup here in on the western slope of Colorado. We're gonna have our Connoisseur Cup. God, I don't want to throw out dates because I can't remember the exact date, but Embervine will be playing there. So if you guys are going to be at the Cannabis Cup, you will see them live. Connoisseur Cup, sorry, fuck, keep getting it wrong. Here on the western slope. Make sure I turn off motherfucking autoplay. That got me on the last stream at autoplay. Fucking went to Elvis after it hit shit. Autoplayed Elvis. I heard it, but no! It only played for 20 seconds. Still gave me a fucking copyright warning. Luckily, it was just a warning. I was able to go and fucking edit it out.
Service stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's bad. Oh. Everything is starting to perk back up more. Now that we've got everything watered, you can see that runoff. We water to 10 to 20% runoff to ensure that we're not getting any salt buildup or anything in our grow or in our medium. We use the synthetic nutrients, so if you don't flush them out and do extra, the salts will start building up in there, raise your AC, and burn up your plants. I think one of our next educational streams will be on electrical conductivity. Trying to get all the standing water out to make sure that we're not getting any more bug issues. There we go. The Western Slope Cannabis Cup and Rendezvous is where they'll be playing. And it's August 15th. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Yeah, I've known Sean for like 25 years now, and he's a great person. They're a great band. So, 30 gallons worth almost. You know it, brother.
It's better than the gallon.
It's 6. I'd rather do the 6 fucking 5-gallon buckets instead of the whole fucking 60.
30. Yeah, 60.
1 gallon buckets? Or 1 gallon jugs? I guess it'd only be 30 because that's 30 gallons.
But if you were using a gallon and a half,
Yeah. Good stuff. We've come a long way, guys. If you guys know anybody who'd like to be featured on the channel and is an independent artist, have them email me at thegreencornerpod@gmail.com. We'll get them featured on the stream. End up putting this on the outside of my coffee cup. It's perfect. I appreciate everybody who has stopped in. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the chat. We're just going to be getting our buckets and shit filled up and probably be out of here shortly. Guess we should probably look through the other side too, huh? See if we see any problems. I changed my mind. I forgot we got to go through the flower room still. In the wrong direction. Beautiful. It's perking back up now that it's gotten watered. Everything's stretching for that light. We're entering the 2nd week of flower. I can't decide what's better. Having you guys up here where I don't know, I think down here's better. Oh, but we got the fucking I don't want the wind blowing right at you guys though. That's the problem with that. There we go. Let me know if that's a good view for you guys. believe that one's gonna be a male right there. Oh, that's male. Alright, we've got another male. Don't pull it out yet. This one's gonna be a male right here. You can see all of the pollen sacs starting. God damn it, come on, focus. So same spot we were looking for the other stuff for the females. We're getting all of these pollen sacs in here. Again, we want to put a trash bag around it to make sure that we're not busting the pollen off into the air. Really, I should have turned off the fans as well, but this bag's big enough. I didn't even know pollen was going to get out. Yeah. All right. Well, there's another one out of here. There's nothing left here in my lost soul. I cannot find my way to you. Well, this one might have calyx. We're gonna wait on this one. I think it may have calyx. That other one was fucking balls for sure. That was balls all day. Yeah, we got calyx on here. Our LHD #1. And our sour premix #4. Alright, motherfucker. Alright. This is the reality of pheno hunting. Y dos. Híjole. Chinga. Alright. There we go. We got 2 more males. Like I said, this is the reality of pheno hunting and using regular seeds. Sometimes you get all the way to the fucking flowering stage and you gotta toss them, but that is life. It's actually making more room for us to pop more seeds. Like I said, we were riding the lightning with our plant counts a little bit earlier. Now we are definitely not. We are, what's that, 3 we've taken out now? So
4, including the other man.
I think that other one put us right at 24 though, wasn't it? So, we're at like 21 now. We got 3 we can fucking pop. Oh shit. So I'm trying to get that plant in this plant's fucking bag. Alright. I'm just gonna get you guys set up here for a minute. You can enjoy the music again. It's the Haven Effect if you want to find it on any of the streaming services. But if you're looking for their social media, they have rebranded to Embervine. It's my good buddy Sean. He's the guitarist, singer, and songwriter. So, careful, brother. I got that nail to the ground. Bitches be tripping. It's Logan. He's 50. Alright. We've got our little ones back in there now. Get this bitch out of here. As long as that's all that ends up being male, I'll be happy. We've got over 50% still. I got a little fucking wiggle room. These streets can be. Alright. So this is a female rat? Yeah. Beautiful. I'm pretty sure that double check that one up there. You gotta get out. Hell yeah, it's always good to have a second set of eyes. So, we did find 3 more males on this side. We found 3 more males on this side. I don't know why I'm looking at me. Sorry, guys. 3 more males on this side. Not a big deal. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left, which is over 50%. So, happy about that. Still keeping an eye on the clones. They had to go through the transplant shock before they could start pushing that new growth. But you can see with the lime green in there, that's pushing some healthy new growth. See if I can see anything on these. I may see something, so. This world can be so cold. You gonna let it change you. That's what a baby male looks like to the camera. Oh. Here we go. So, this is a male as well. We already knew that because it's the Candy Kush number 2 that we already took out from over there, but that's what it looks like as the smaller plant. We're going to keep going through these, see if we can continue to sex them. Yeah, just go throw it in one of those bags in there. Fuck it. Or you know what? These ones are small enough we can just throw them all in one bag and take them out. Again, we're going off to the side though to make sure none of the pollen busts open and gets in front of the circulating air. All right. I'll pull the logan and hit my head. I'll check that one. I'll check this. Oh, that's female. All right. Skunk one is for sure a female. Logan one is out there. Yeah. 1 and 2 we said are female. Is that what you're seeing, or is that what you want to say? Because that's what you want to say. Yeah, this one looks like female, dude. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Put that one back. Check that one. Yeah, this one, you know what I'm saying? Fucking. See the fucking making sure 2 sets of eyes to make sure is always the best. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm having a hard time saying.
Find some way to make your troubles disappear. One way to bring down your inner fear. Cause today is just a step to better things.
This is the unsure side thing.
We gotta find
We've got a sure side and an unsure side.
Climb up a bar, fly away. Oh, yeah. Fly away. Well, now,
Got a little hot.
so shade, twisted on.
Not sure about that one.
This world is hard. Gotta find a way to grab a hold. This seems like you find all your life.
Keep an eye on these 3.
To make a change before you die.
So these are our first sure females. They've got calyx on them. We're going to get them out of here. We have 1 for sure male. Alright, yeah. Just leave it close. We're going to take it out though. We'll be right back. We're going to get these out of here.
Make it count. shorty. Gotta take his stride. Machine time. I'll be just there. Spot it all. What can you do? You know life really is one truth. You get just one chance to get it right. I
All right. Oh shit! Hell yeah, Fabian! I appreciate you, brother. Beautiful. We should have some more beats from my homeboy Fabian Drop 02 CSTG. Oh well, Fabian _ Drop 02 _ CS _ TG. He's my homeboy, Fabian. Go drop him a follow, or a subscribe, whatever it's called on here. I don't fucking know. But follow his shit. He does some awesome shit, some fishing, some hanging out, fucking does some Way War stuff with Chief and stuff. So he's a good guy. He does a bunch of DJ shit. So he's gonna make me a beat. Super cool. I appreciate you, sir. All right. Beautiful. We look really good, guys. I appreciate everybody who's stopped in. If anybody has any questions, now is the time to ask. Those three are the ones we're not 100% sure of, so we're waiting to see, but all of our flowering ladies, these 5 are looking good. Definitely look like females. We got a male out of the bedroom today. 2 males. We got 3 out of the flower room. And you got 1 out of the bedroom with me. Plus I got fucking 1 earlier. So we've taken 5 males out of here today. And yeah, not a big deal. That just adds to our plant count. We can start planting some more seeds, but I'll probably end up getting ready for our next round before I start planting more seeds. Now that I know what's female, I can run another round of the skunk and sour diesel, or Orange Blossom Express. We'll be cloning those here in a couple more weeks, probably. But now's the time to ask questions. If anybody's got questions, we will be live for a few more minutes. But everything's looking fucking fantastic in here today. Yeah. I appreciate everybody who's come through. It's been kind of a slower day today, but that's all right. It was just a Monday maintenance stream, not a ton of education today. We did do some hunting out of some males and getting them taken care of, but yeah. I appreciate everybody who stopped by. If you guys know anybody who wants to be featured on the stream, they're an independent artist and would like to be featured, have them email me at thegreencornerpod@gmail.com and we'll get their music played on the stream while we're working and shit. If you guys have any questions, you can hit up our shorts. I've got Facebook and Instagram at The Green Corner Pod. You can check us out there and send us any questions you may have. You can always comment on our shorts, on our published live streams, anything like that. I get back to everybody as soon as I can. But thank you, everybody who's come through. I'm Skylar coming at you from The Green Corner. And remember, always be growing.